My name is Thomas Bulberg, and this is my 40th year playing in metal bands. I've been in small metal bands, bigger metal bands like Ragnarok, and this is my life.
Hey, there you are.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, good. Cold Norwegian summer.
It's not really warm there. I thought in the summer it got warm.
Yeah, May was pretty good, but today is 15, 16 degrees and raining, so it's a bit up and down.
Wow. Anyway, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. I was thinking maybe I'm not old enough for once.
So I'll just give you a quick little I guess rundown. Basically, I'm a filmmaker, a podcaster, whatever. And I always kind of do films outside of the box. Like I've done one on religion in metal and mental health in metal and women, just different things in the metal world, but kind of on the outside, more social kind of things. And I got to thinking about this one because I'm of this age as well, and it kind of snowballed, and I've been interviewing quite a few people, and this is really the beginning stages of it, hoping for like a next spring release of some sort.
Yeah, cool. I also see you have a T-shirt of a Norwegian band today. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm good friends with those guys.
I know a couple of those guys.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're nice guys. I've done a lot of
Very,
stuff with them over the years.
very. I once I played a legendary round of miniature golf with Boken in Gran Canaria.
Oh, really?
Never going to forget that day. So, lot of fun.
Yeah, good fun. A lot of Norwegian bands I've come across. Norway and Finland seem to have the biggest output, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe the highest party factor, you know. and the Finnish guys are really fun to be
Yeah.
around. That
Yeah,
and a lot of
they're very much yeah, they're very much a strong output of metal as well. Good metal.
of course, and I think even now there's a lot of younger bands,
Yeah, I agree.
which is very
So we
interesting.
can just jump in. It's very good that it's going to keep perpetuating. I 100% agree. We'll have metal for long after we're gone, I think.
Yeah.
So I've got a few questions here. If you don't like them, we can move on. But I mean, I've got a lot of questions, but I'm only going to ask you about 5, and they're not tricky. They're just kind of what they are.
Yeah,
Uncomfortable at all, we can move on. So don't stress any of it. All right.
no problem. Just shoot.
All right. So as you continue to age, what legacy do you hope to have? Let's try that again. As you continue to age, what legacy do you hope to leave behind as a musician, and how do you want to be remembered by future generations of fans?
Just really that the music will be remembered, and hopefully somebody will feel inspired. When I traveled in the past, sometimes I met people who started to play because of stuff I've done, and that's of course very strong. But also maybe that it's very important to me to try to make something original that I like, not just copy other stuff, but try to explore the borders of the metal genre. And if someone maybe can see that or feel that, then I'm very happy.
Okay. Let's see. Looking back on your career, are there any moments or achievements that you hold particularly close to your heart? And if so, why?
In the old days, when we were young in the 80s, it was always that, well, like it is now, just to go out and play for people. But later, of course, I played in Siberia, by the Ural Mountains up in Russia, and also in by the Amazon River, south in Brazil. I've done Wacken, which was, of course, well, I was walking into the backstage behind Uli on Roth, from Scorpions, and well, his girlfriend, well, his wife, she was together with Jimi Hendrix before she was with him. So I was kind of starstruck. I didn't dare talking to him, but stuff like that, festivals, just meeting people. And I think also when someone wants to talk to you because of the music, it's very, because I really don't think anybody listens at all, but they do. And also when I was in Ragnarok, it was a bigger audience probably for that band. Yeah.
Okay.
Never played.
I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you.
No.
You never played.
Never played the
I'm being
stage.
very quiet on purpose. So okay, I'm being very quiet on purpose so I have good audio.
So I never played the States, but Canada a couple of times. Well, to say, I have counted, and I played guitar in 33 countries, and I'm kind of still hoping for 40. And there are some obvious ones like that I don't have, like Japan or Iceland or Ireland or Greece, places where it should be possible to get to play.
Right. Okay. So let's see. Aging inevitably brings changes to our physical abilities. How do you cope with any limitations or changes in your performance as a musician? And how does that affect your creative process?
Yeah. A lot of guitar players, they say, "Oh, when I was in my 20s, I was at my best, and I could do that, and I could do that." I don't really recognize any of that because I don't think I was ever this good. But of course, I'm no Yngwie Malmsteen, of course, but still, I think I've never been better to play my instrument, and out of experience, also, I'm better at writing songs. So I think that physical part, it has nothing to do with the performance, but loading gear before and definitely after. I need longer to recuperate after, and I also have MS. So, but most of the trouble is in my legs, so it's okay. But I can feel that everything around, and also there's no real partying anymore. We usually we spend our money on hotels and have some comfort. But I think so I don't think any of the show suffers. But I think everything before and after probably. We recorded a new video for Under the Oak on Sunday, so 2 days ago, and it wasn't really hard in any way, but we spent the whole day, and I'm still a bit tired from that. So I think that's the difference. In the past, you just did everything. Now we watch a lot of TV.
Nice. Are these questions okay?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
So, looking back on your career, is there anything you wish you had done differently or any regrets you have as a musician?
No, because I know a lot of people who live from music, and sometimes it's hard. I have an education. I taught college for 25 years as a teacher, and I have a family and kids, and all that is stuff that's also important, of course, and that I wouldn't really want to be without. So I think it's been been easier, because then I've had money to pay my rent, and it's been good like that. So obviously you're not turning into any kind of rock star, but you can do your hobby and spend money on your hobby. People spend money playing golf. I have no problems spending money playing guitar if they don't pay me. If it's a good show, no problem. So I'm actually quite happy uh, with that. And activity also was less when everybody had small kids. It was harder to get the band together. But now everybody has big kids, so grown-up kids. So now it's easy, and it's also, I think, it's even more fun now, being like 50 plus, and just going out there playing, meeting all the people. We know people from all over the world, from the metal world. From I think this year is my 40th year playing in metal bands. So. So I don't really think so. Obviously, I could done a lot of smarter stuff to so that maybe the music would be more known, but still, I'm quite happy with that. And I'm also not the biggest networker. I don't made all these contacts. Charlie from Wormhole Death. I release everything with him because we are friends from the past, and we are the same. We are metalheads. I visit him in Italy. We have fun. Uh, so I'm happy with that.
Excellent. What role do you think nostalgia plays in the continued popularity of heavy metal among fans?
Oh, I don't think really that big of a part, because I think in now in the 80s here we have 80s, early 90s, we have a big scene. And now we have a quite okay scene again, and a lot of those guys are back in the scene, and for them, of course, it's nostalgia. But there are also young people and young bands and new styles, and I don't really get it all the time, the modern stuff, but they are interested. And uh, and so, of course, everybody will at some point listen to Black Sabbath because they are awesome, and Richie Blackmore. But I don't think it's really nostalgia. I think it's a living thing. With Under the Oak, I do several bands, but with Under the Oak, it's old school thrash metal, heavy metal. And our vision was always we want to do with that band what we did in the 80s. So that's obviously nostalgic to us. But yeah, do I answer the question correctly? Is this what you're thinking?
Absolutely. There's no wrong answers, but yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Two
because
more for you. The heavy metal community has a reputation for being tight knit and supportive. Can you share any experiences or interaction with fans that have had profound impacts on you?
with fans, yeah,
Yeah.
I think actually, especially with Under the Oak, we have a lot of fans that work for us really hard, spreading the music and telling their friends, and so of course, and they have a lot of resources because they are grown-ups making money traveling. So especially now, I think a lot of people, if they like you, they also do a job for you by spreading the word. As for the metal community in general, I think that bands sometimes support each other, but sometimes also there is competition and envy, and which are feelings I really, really try not to have because it's totally worthless.
Yeah.
So if you are envious, well, work harder then and make something happen to your own band. So and for the bands, I met a lot of the rock stars, and they have always been cool. The crew can be another matter, but the players, awesome, awesome. Yeah.
Excellent. So I lied to you. I have two more now.
Okay.
Sorry. How do you stay motivated and inspired to continue making music after all these decades in the industry?
Just because I think it's fun, and we have realized that there's no way out for us because we've done this since we were kids, and we started doing it because it wasn't enough to listen to the music. You had to have the leather jacket, you have to play, you have to grow your hair long. And so I think this is just what we do. We say this is our lives, and maybe in the past it was kind of plump, but it really is. It's what we, when we go on holiday, we go for a festival, or we go meet someone we know. It's always music related. So I think this is like riding a Harley Davidson. It's a way of life. It's not, yeah. So and what is very cute is that the metal people, they are like this all over the world. I have gotten lost in so many cities, and I just wait until I see a metalhead, and then I ask, "Please, sir, can you help me?" And they are, "Oh yeah, where are you playing tonight?" And yeah, that's really cool.
That's great. So, last one then. What advice would you give to younger musicians who are just starting their journey in the heavy metal world?
Yeah, practice, meet in a rehearsal space and play together. Because today a lot of people, they sit, well, some of my projects also, we sit in different countries, but then we meet to rehearse. So try to meet up, because it's not the same. And the music also would always be better if you actually meet and do it together, and have fun. If it's not fun, do something else, because you're not going to be cool, you're not going to be rich. Yeah, so if you don't think it's like the funniest thing you ever done, I don't think it's for you. So, and we have a lot of
Fair
fun.
enough. Excellent. I hope that wasn't too bad.
No, it was really, really interesting. And I'm always happy to talk about music and people and the metal community.